James Earl Carter Jr. was sworn in as the 39th President of the United States of America on January the 20th, 1977. A champion for human rights, peace, and the environment, his term in office was overshadowed by international crises and domestic recession. After leaving the White House in a landslide defeat in 1981, he reinvented the post-presidency years by dedicating his life to improving those of others around the world. The president invited me to his library and center in his home state of Georgia to reflect on his life in his 90th year. We're here at your presidential center and library in Atlanta. What did you want to create here?
I wanted to create an organization that would fill vacuums in the world, to do things that other people didn't want to do or couldn't do. And for 32 years or more, the Carter Center has done that in about 80 countries in the world, with health care and peace and democracy, freedom, those kinds of things. It's a very exciting challenge. I think so far we've met it quite well.
Jimmy Carter was born in the small southern town of Plains, Georgia on October the 1st, 1924. Along with his brother and two sisters, he grew up on land which has been in the family since 1833. So you grew up 2 hours from here on a farm just outside of Plains during the time of racial segregation. How did that shape you?
Well, we were the only white family among about 50 African-American families. And I grew up without any sense of racial distinction because my playmates were African-American. I fought with them and wrestled with them and worked with them and fished and hunted with them and played with them. And so later I began to see, as I got older, that the policy or custom in the South and throughout the country, as a matter of fact, was to distinguish between black and white people in a very unfavorable way. And my mother was a registered nurse, so she didn't pay any attention to the racial distinctions. And I think I learned from her the fact that all people were equal, even though the laws at that time and customs ordained otherwise. And that shaped my attitude, and I think it's made me feel very deeply that basic human rights and equality among people should be a high priority for every human being.